It didn't capture. No, hold on. I don't know why I didn't capture. I had this set up beforehand. No. I think this is the right one. Oh, it is. Hooray, hooray. Alright, sorry about that. So, I thought I had the right one the whole time. But we're doing arenas, because this character's level 18, and I need to get her to level 20. That's the one I want. Okay. The funny thing is, I would prefer to have the, okay, that's the button for it. Okay. So I have, like, multiple buttons that I could use for this. And I didn't realize I had that mapped differently for that. So, let's just... I'll take an adventurous guard any day. I don't know about you guys. For a lot of my viewers, I think you guys have noticed this, but I love my, like, roguelikes. I love my, I love my indie games. Like, I cannot help it. I love indie games, but I also do have, like, a plethora of, AAA games that I play. This being not one of them. But, I'm pretty sure as you see my videos and everything, I do a lot, I do those on Twitch more than anything. But I am not tired today. Like, I've been drinking a lot of water, I've been trying to clear my system a little bit because I've been getting really sick lately. Working nights does that to you. Kind of happens. So you just learn to live with it a little bit. But yeah, I'm not the best at keeping myself healthy. Let's just go with that. Like I did not eat healthy for a very long time. Oh, I'll take that. But for this game, I've played it before on YouTube, but I played the living hell out of this on my Twitch channel. And I have almost 200 hours into this game, and I don't have every character level to 200 to level 100 to anywhere near the max achievement level, which is 60. Except for my warlock. I love my warlock, but I need to do mercenary mode to unlock some stuff that I really, really would like for him. So we're playing as our wizard Enna, which, by the way, funny enough, is one of my favorite VTubers that I watch from Niji Sanji. So that's always entertaining. And I didn't even, it was a pre-generated name, which is the funnier part about it. And that's what made me go like, you know what, I'll take it. I'm not even not gonna question it. I'm just gonna keep it. And my friend that I was playing with the other time was laughing his ass off. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yep. Because he doesn't watch YouTubers. He only watches me and my friend Aeon. Which, by the way, I did a podcast with Aeon. He was my first episode actually, which is funny enough. If you look at my videos, that's actually on there still. But he went by the name Okami at the time, so kind of outdated. Kind of need to do another one with him, but he's busy, so we try not to bug people too much. And when I say too much, I mean we don't bug people at all. Like, I only join whenever my friends invite me, or if like we're all like wanting to play something, and it's like, oh hey, bump into each other on this real quick. But lately, my friends and I have all been playing Balloon Monkey Tower Defense and other games like Sunny. Sunny's playing Dark Tide. He's really happy. He's like really excited for it, and I'm not gonna stop him from it. But from what I watched, oh god, the game seems a little boring. But that's just me. I might get it whenever they add like a little bit more content to it. But right now it's kind of like, do I want to play? Do I want to play another Warhammer game? Which, by the way, holy shit! If I play a Warhammer game, I'm gonna play 40K. Alright, I'm gonna play Total War though. That's always fun. Which, by the way, I have been playing a lot of, like, variety of games and everything, and, like, I know a lot of people are like, but you mostly play fighting games. Funny enough, though, I started Twitch when I was doing a lot of fighting games. But the funnier part about all that is, I actually used to be a really big Halo player. So it always makes me laugh whenever people are like, oh my god, you don't play fighting games anymore, you went to shooters and all this other stuff. I'm like, I didn't go to shooters, that's where I started. It's just, you found me when I was in the middle of fighting games, which, by the way, nothing wrong with that. I actually am looking at getting the new Tekken, Street Fighter, so that's gonna be entertaining. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen me play, what's it called? Fighter Z, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. On one of my videos, I did that on stream. That was entertaining. Learning an assist-based game is really difficult for me because, like, it's something I never did. And when it's funny to me because I'm trying to remember the name of the other game. Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom, the new one, not 3. When I went to go learn that, I actually used Frank West and Doctor Strange, and then I dropped Frank West for Monster Hunter. Which, by the way, that combo was actually really stupid, and I don't know why I did it. But I enjoyed it. Oh, so for arenas, I can end whenever I get, like, after I win. So, that's always entertaining. But, back to the whole fighting game thing. I'm more known for Killer Instinct because, you know, one of the top secure players in the world. People look at you. I've actually gotten a few people ask me, like, not recently, but, like, before I, like, dropped the game almost entirely. I actually got a lot of people ask me, like, hey, how do I play against a matchup? So, me being the person I am, I didn't want to teach anybody how to do the matchup because I was just tired of the game. Like, the game's fun. I love Killer Instinct. It is going on 9 years? Or is it a little bit over 8? 2013. Yeah, 9 years. I'm going on 10. 10 years old. Basically. We could say 9. But The game's older now, and it's still very lively. Like, the community's still very strong. There's still thousands of people that play the game, and whenever the Series X, is that what it's called now, came out, they came out with an update for it just so that way it can get put onto the Series X. But other than that, they haven't. That was like literally just, oh hey, we're putting this on the game, making sure the controller works. Here you go. That's all they did. They didn't touch anything else. So the game is still on its last update from, I want to say, oh god, what year was the last update? I can't remember, but in 2018. And the game is still fine. Like, people are still finding stupidly broken things that happen in the game. It's basically like, oh hey, we're speedrunning like old games, but instead of speedrunning, we're playing a fighting game. It's very entertaining to see like all the new techniques and everything everybody does with the combo system. And the funny thing is, the game started the whole like season, like the whole season. Seasonal release, because they were releasing characters once a month, and it was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it was really nice. Why do I hear? That's why I'm hearing. My song's changed. Ow, pain. I don't know about you guys, but I love monster manuals. They come in handy. So, for people that are like looking up games, looking up stuff for this game and everything, and stumble upon me, will I recommend this game? 100%. It is very difficult, and it doesn't build up quickly, but it does at some points. Like, you'll be surprised. You'll be like, oh, I'm getting through this really easily, and then like 2 seconds later, you're like, I regret saying that. But honestly, it's a lot of fun. They have a really good amount of characters, and the ones that they did, like added for the DLC and everything, you get the Gladiator and you get the Witch Hunter, and both are very okay. They're not the best characters, and you'll learn that depending on who you start with. But there's 2 characters you could start with in this game. They'll make you go, oh, why would I play any other character? But then you'll learn. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So you see that I have the guild hall open, and you see that I have everybody at 6, except for obviously my warlock, who is at Deathlord. So with everybody being at 6, this is a all character buff. Every character gets these buffs when you get these characters to these like little not benchmarks. I can't say benchmarks. Little updates and everything. So like, I beat the tower, which is the base game. I beat the base game, and that gets me to 6. But now if I do the DLC, it makes it a little bit easier. But granted, the DLC can also give you some really good stuff. Like mercenary mode is from the Moon Temple, and this arena is from the Gladiators DLC. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But you also get the genie in a bottle, which is a really good buff, because it gives you a new item for completing the that DLC at least once. For the character that completed it, you get the you get the genie's lamp, which if you pick up a mana stone, or like any bit of mana, it summons the genie. And with this genie being summoned, he does a ton of damage. So he's really helpful for clearing out areas, but granted, all the items are randomly generated, so you never know what item you're gonna get when you're starting. Because like I could easily just like walk over to a shop and be like, oh, I'm gonna re-roll a million times because I have the money for it. But for a new starting player, they can't do that. They have to do the upgrades for the shop, and they have to find the items. Yeah, you have to find the items. Well, you don't have to find them. You can automatically use them, but you have to find the shops. You have to find the books. You have to find You have to find a ton of stuff in the main dungeon alone just to get some of the upgrades, which is really cool. I never really expected a game to do that. I mean, they do that now, but for the time, I didn't expect it. I was like, man, this is really hard, but all the rooms are randomly generated. So, whenever you try to find a room that has, like, the Magic Anvil, the Monster Collection book, or the Wizard for upgrading your resistance and your spell crit, it's hard to find. It really is. But I love it. So if you look, I have all these items. So the flail, steady greaves, blackjack, elven ruby, full plate mail, scepter of the king, and chainmail were the only items I started with in this arena. The only reason why I know that is because I purchased those and came over to the arena and then started stream, which I shouldn't have done that foresight now. But all the other items past the chainmail here are from the arena that I've been picking up. But every round of the arena that I do, oh hello. Hello, DLC boss. You are the queen. Okay. And defeated. Victory. So, when I go back to town, which I'm going to show you here, I didn't get a single level from that. All my items are gone. But, all the XP and everything I earned is there, which is really nice. So since I now have, how many, 10? Okay. So we have 10, so that just means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're not retraining. Sorry. So all the money I earned and all the ore I earned up here. And these coins right here, these blue ones or silver ones, sorry. That's from the Moon Temple. That's not from the base Moon Temple though. That's from Mercenary Moon Temple, which that's a whole nother story. that's a hard thing to deal with. But so yeah, and these stars, they're just for levels and everything, saying like, oh, you have skill points you could use and all that, which is really nice. Would I do DLC 1 now? No. No. I learned my lesson with that a long time ago. So we're just gonna do base game. We're gonna do a base game mode. So we're gonna want we want ore more than anything, because money, you can't take a lot of money. So I'm already at, so where's my tax? Okay, so I'm already at 57.6% tax, and I haven't even done a dungeon. That's just how much money the town takes. So if you go to ore for ore gain, you get you can get a ton of stuff off of having ore gain, which is really nice. So, sorry, I had to collect my thoughts on that one. So, with the Orgain being set to 100 on base mode, I am looking for the Markham's stone. Let's see if I can find it. Kind of want to flip up my light too. But, let's see. Yep, there it is. The Markham Stone. So we want this. So for every item that I have in my inventory at this point, now it could give me 2% ore gain. But we didn't get anything. We didn't really get anything good on this, so I don't really want to do with that. So we're gonna go and we're gonna roll a little bit here. Ooh, so we got both the seals, and we got some really good stuff, except for the halberd. I could really do without that, but I might actually take this roll and just go pick it up out of the thing. So, for the keys. So with the keys, when you're doing early game, like and you're first starting, I would recommend just picking up three bronze keys and a silver key. But since I'm so far ahead into the game, I'm going to grab 10 of each. Okay. That's the wrong button. Boom, done. So, I pick up all those, buy all this. Now I go over to here, and we hit the anvil. So, another thing with the Markham's items, and with a lot of items in this game, let me go to this. So, you see how there is the yellow little square on these? That means they're a part of a set. So, these seals, since I have 2 of them and I'm missing the blue one, that's still pretty good. I mean, but I could grab the Curios case, and I'd have a really good start. But that would be boring. Do I want to? No. Or do I have this? Do I have the other sale? No, I don't. So we're gonna grab the stone. Call me crazy. I could get an easy 50% start, or I could grab the stone and have. So I get a 14%, but like I said, for every item I pick up, I get 2% extra. So let's go from there. I can't afford any of this, right? Okay, so for this, I like to do enemy reinforcements, lousy consumption, spicy potion. Where is it? Elite. Enemy. Threats. And then we're doing minor strike. So that way, look at all that. Look at all that beautifulness to it. And to make this easier on myself, I only add, boom. I could do that, so we get a 100% increase. And we get an ace key right off the bat. So the ace key is basically like, hey, here's a legendary item, which is my red item. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna start with an ace key. You won't see it until we get into the dungeon, but that's what we're gonna start with. So we're gonna go get drinks. So we're gonna get mind control because I don't want to get poisoned. I'm not gonna worry about gold. We're not gonna worry about gold, but we can get you know what? That one's good. Minus movement speed. We could do another move. We could also take another hit to movement speed and We could do mana regen. Nah, it's okay. There we go. Okay, so we're not doing any new games, so I'm gonna make sure that he's not on a new game set. Oh, by the way, so for the reason why my town is still upgraded and this character is only level 18 out of the 20 that I wanted, but I already beat the game with it once and I didn't get the full level. So we come over here, we talk to this lady, so we get the whatever this stuff is. So we get the town upgrades from this guy. Or girl, whichever one they are. I don't know. I never looked. So you find the apothecary. You have to find the apothecary. You have to find the general storesman before you can upgrade them fully. But then you can find the magician. He's in tier 3, and the chapel as well. Unlock priest. Donate money to receive a permanent blessing. So, to unlock the priest, I think you have to get to a certain point in the dungeon. I think it's floor 2, and then in floor 3 you have a chance to get the magic shop, which is the wizard. And then the tavern, that unlocks the thief, so you can gamble and buy up to 3 drinks at first. And then it goes to 5, which is what you saw me doing. And then maxing this all out on the bottom. Is it worth it? Yes, it very much is. So it just takes a minute. It takes some time. I think it took me and Sakar about 15 hours to get everything unlocked for all that. But that's just that. So we're gonna go through Dungeon 1 completely because we get free items. So so you saw how I did pick the ace key to start with? Now we have an ace key at the top, which is the red one right there. Also, for the Glasswalker, you see that we see you see the little floating squares over the darkness that make it actually look like a there's a floor there. The reason behind that is literally just because of Glasswalker, and the devs saw it would be a good idea to lock items behind all that. So to get some of the items, you have to have Glasswalker on. And in this case, I kind of need it because there are some items in the third area that I know damn well I won't be able to get without it, so. Okay, we're gonna go around, we're gonna pick up money. So the reason why I say money is not important is because it really isn't. It's only important in the store to start, to get your upgrades, and then like after that you could just do nothing but like you honestly should just go for ore collection more than anything else. Because look, I already have a shop here. I don't have enough for anything. I mean I do, but boom, look at that. But I am gonna get a hunter's knife, and I am gonna get a spiked flail, so that way I have physical damage instead of just magic. So enemies do have different resistances, obviously. It is, that would just make it too easy if they didn't. So with all the enemies having different resistances and everything else, we need to make sure we have some physical damage, since I am doing all magical. Because I am a wizard. Alright, Mail of Thorns equals Thorn Armor, so Also, so for the people that are wondering, this is just Dungeon 1, so I'm literally just in the mines. And you can add the minimap to your screen. It makes it a lot easier. And I'm hitting tab every once in a while, so that way I can see a little bit better on where I'm going. Also, the sun is hitting my computer screen, which I cannot wait to tell you guys this, but I said it in my stream earlier. When I was playing Gundam. I did order a new computer. I finally ordered a new computer. I've been waiting a good year. I saved up enough for it, and I have medical bills now. So I said, fuck it. I'm just gonna do the just gonna do the 4 payments every 2 weeks. I pay the money for it, and then it will be completely and utterly mine. But it will physically be mine whenever it is here. I just have to pay it off. And it'll boost my credit score, so that way whenever I go for a loan later on in life, it looks a little bit better. Because that car loan is not easy to pay. Just go with that now. I'm just going to tell you guys that now. That car loan is not easy to pay. And with all my bills piling up constantly, it's just a pain. So there we go. Oh, I did miss something up top. But, so you want to know why? Oh, there was a button there I could hit. Oh well. So, you know how I said my ore gain was 114? Now it's 228 because I did take that drink, which took away my my gold gain, but I'd still get 160% with my class titles. But another tip is beat the game, beat the tower twice, then do the DLCs. It will make doing regular runs of the tower and everything else so much easier on yourself. Oh, right. The Moon Temple, I forgot to tell you what you get from that. So you unlock the Mercenary mode whenever you hit level 20, if you have the DLC. And, you can get the Moon Temple items, which is 2 of them. You get it's like 2 styles of, like, sacrificial scythes, and they boost your attack permanently by +6, but you also gain additional you also get additional attack power for each lunar shield you get, which is what you unlock whenever you do the Moon Temple. Which is really nice. It's actually very helpful. That lunar shield does knock off some damage, but it does have a set amount of charges. Oh, also, so you see how we have a beer right here. We have a keg right here on our screen. So this is something that you can get for the tavern. Okay, my music ended and it gave me a little bit of a headache because I was hearing other people talk and it was really distracting. So you go to the tavern, you can buy these, and if you find them on the dungeon floor, you get them for free, but you get a certain amount. So on the run, plus 0.4%, 0.4 movement speed, but minus 25%. Gold gain, not bad. That's on the run. But the one I like to use a lot is Smelly Old Man and the Miner's one, which is the one that I drank earlier. We can actually go to effects. Hold on, I can actually do this better. So Miner's Delight. Mellow Mist is really good if you're trying to level a character. Lazy Stroll is good if you're also trying to level a character, because obviously we're trying to get XP. And we have Mind Control, which for me is immune to confusion. All other debuffs last 100% longer. Now, the reason why I like this item is because there is another item that I can pick. Drink. There is another item that I can get, which is, I believe, the Talisman of Decay, or something like that, where if you are affected by a debuff, which is poison, poison, fire, slow, which that's only in like the 4th area, freeze, which is also in the 4th area, and 4th and 5th, and so basically if you're hit by any kind of debuff, so confusion or anything else, you automatically gain a ton of damage. So I like that for my warlock, but since I have spicy potion activated for my fountain, which is right here, become confused for 2.5 seconds when drinking a potion charge. So if I drank my potion, I would be confused, but since I have immunity to confusion because of my drink, I don't have to worry about that. Also, disarm is one as well. I always forget that one. But yeah, this game has a lot of items, has a ton of builds that are very helpful. And there's also shortcuts that you can take. So, since I did beat the dungeon once with this character, except with all the characters now, but you could do floor skips, which are built into the game. If I didn't have Minor Vacation or Minor Strike, whatever one it was, I can't remember what it's called, this would be active. This is an elevator. I can drop off all my money for a certain percentage they take, and I would drop off all my ore, which is, I get to keep my ore for free. They don't really want a tax on ore. I don't know why. But yeah. Ooh, Adventure Guard. Let's go. It's actually a really good one. So we now have 3 ore. So I think I picked up one. I think he dropped 1 ore and I got a 3 charge out of that, which is nice. Ooh, we got another piece of the Journeyman set. So we have 1 piece of the Journeyman set. I thought we had more. But this is what I mean by set boosts. So the Journeyman set outfit is actually a really, really good outfit for it all being common items. So for 1 piece of armor, you just get the regular buff, which for the gauntlets is the plus 15 health. Cool. I now have a smidge more health. But if I get another piece, say the chest piece, I gain 5 armor from the chest piece, plus another 5 for having another piece of it. And then so on and so on. I can't remember all the pieces details, but I do remember the chainmails. It is plus 5 armor, which is really helpful for physical attacks, which, obviously enough, it's armor. And then you can also do the same for the mage stuff, and whatever else they want to give you. But there's also these holes in the wall. Ooh, we got the gambit. So, I can trade away an item now that I don't want, and have a chance at getting a better item. If it wasn't for the fact that I had Markham's stuff, which Markham's is actually pretty decent, I wouldn't worry about it. But since we're not going to worry about taxes, let's re-roll. Look at that, we get a green item from that. So, Elva Ruby, casting and skill increases all damage dealt by plus 50% for 3 seconds. 7-second cooldown, which for this character, as you see, also to tell that it's active, look, you got a little red dot right there, right next to your character. And then that comes back in 7 seconds whenever I do that. Also, always look for eyes coming, like, peering out of the wall. You'll see them every once in a while. So just pay attention right here. You'll see his eyes pop up. See? You look for a little red speckle. You walk up. Boom. Free item. So I got a Curios box, which, by the way, the Curio set is honestly one of the best sets you can get. And we're going to do a floor skip here because I really don't want to go through dungeon level 2 at all. Not a fan of it. Actually, I do like it. I can show you a mechanic for it whenever I do get to that point. So, let's do this. Look at that. Now I got more damage. and I'm in a combo. So also, you have to do the floor skip at some point to get the combo orb. So that way you can get some really, really good items out of that. Do I have one? Actually, I do. Okay, so I have the Lesser Sphere of Time. Time to maintain combos is increased by 0.5 seconds. So, for each sphere, there are 10. There is a legendary one, there is a single purple one, there's 3 common, 3 uncommon, and... Okay, so 3 common, 3 uncommon, 2 blue ones, a purple one, and a legendary. I think I'm missing one. There's the red one. Let's go to items. I know items has it. Okay, so Sphere of the Hero, Sphere of the Champion. So purple is your legendary in this game. Red is your legendary. Also, this is the wax circumference. Surface. I don't know how to actually say that, but as you see, plus 25 attack power. I found this 8 times. Here's its matching partner. I've also found this 8 times. So for each lunar shield that I have, so that adds 2 attack. So if I have both these, that's an automatic plus 50. Now, if I have lunar shield charges, that's an additional 2. That's just with 1 pickup, though. But with 2, it's an additional 5. And since I start out with 3, since I've only beaten it once, technically 4, since I beat it twice with my other character, but that is an additional 20 attack power for all of them, along with the 50 if I have both. Also, the Queen's Jewels are another one that you can only get from the Desert DLC area, which Curse is another thing that we can go over at some point, and let me tell you, ooh, that's a pain. So, you have the Greatest Fear of Regen, which is another one. Oh, is it only 1 blue? I thought it was multiple. Oh, it's 4, so it goes 4, 4. Okay, I'm just dumb. So yeah, so you get 4 spheres, 3 here. Wait, what? I'm missing one then. How is that possible? So you get 3. So you get time, life, mana. Okay. For these, you get... Oh, okay. Lowers the combo. Mana, shield. Okay. Where am I missing one? I've gotten all 10 in a run. If that tells you anything. I feel like I'm just going crazy at this point. So yeah. Oh no. Okay, so these are the last 3. You have the blue, regen. You have the purple, which is champion, increases attack and skill power with 60 during combo. And then hero. Got it. Right. I'm just dumb, and I just didn't know how to pay attention to my own description. Got it. But we're in the prison. So in the prison, this is where you start getting your first sets of puzzles and other kind of traps. So you see how there is the little button mark above my head right now? There is actually a button right here. You can't really see it. I can barely see it. I don't know if you guys can. But you come over, you click F or whatever your interact key is, something happens. So that opens all the prisons, which means now we can get to all the loot properly, because that's the only thing that's left behind the prison. It's loot. I know, right? Terrible. They could have locked up all these skeletons and everything else, but no, they decided loot is more important to lock up. So, with that being like how it is, let's come over. So normally, these doors would be closed. There would be no way for me to get in, except for finding that button. So now that I found it, we could just stroll in and get all the money, all the chests, and everything else. But you can do that for 3 floors, but we're not doing that. Well, 2. Yeah, 3 floors, and then the boss floor doesn't have that mechanic. So, with that being said, though, here is another room. I never understood this puzzle. I think it's just a time puzzle to see how fast you can match without touching other buttons. And look at that, I got a bronze. So if I would have gotten all those, though... Ooh, that's actually not bad. Like that. So if I would have gotten all these, I would have gotten a silver chest. That's the reason why I always say bring an extra silver key with you if you're starting out, just in case you do make it to these floors. It'll make it a little bit easier on yourself. Because you always have a chance of a silver key spawning... not a silver key. You always have a chance of a silver chest popping out of those if you know what you're doing with them. And like I said, I'm not really worried about money, but I am going to collect it since I do want to use the shop later on. Also, for my first character, the first character I actually used was the, where is he? Was the... Not Chandler. I don't remember what class that was, actually. Sorcerer, that's what it was. Was the Sorcerer class. Which is all ice. So Wizard is all fire-based. Sorcerer is all ice-based. Which is really cool, I like that. And I learned that all the magic-based classes fucking suck in this game, but they're not too bad. You can make them really broken if you really want. So this cube is on every floor that you can skip. So we're gonna start this off by smacking it. Summons a bunch of enemies, and since I beat it really quick, I now have the full curio set. Oh god. They were like, game said, here, you want to do stupid thing? Have fun. So, the full curio set. Let me show you what this does. So yeah, and you can also enhance every item in this game almost. Almost every item, I should say that. And you can enhance the full curio set, which doubles everything. Except for, obviously, the curios collection. Why would you... The game just is evil and won't double that, but... I don't think you need to. So, now that I have the full curio set, let's look at the curios box first. Plus 5 health and mana, plus 3 attack and skill power, plus 2 armor and resistance. Pretty good. Okay, let's go up to the next tier of item. The curios case. Plus 10 health and mana, plus 6 attack and skill power, plus 4 armor and resistance. Okay, that's still really good for 2 items. That's 13 health. Oh no, sorry, 15 health and mana. That is 9 attack and skill power. And then that is 6 armor and resistance. So now we add the extra 20, 12, and 8 to that. Oh look, we now have the full set. Let's add another 15, 9, and 6 to all of it. So now, yeah, that's a little... Yeah. That's always fun. I like this game. Thank you for giving me things that I needed. So, with all that, also another thing is too, your crit chance is increased by the Gladiator and the Witch Hunter. So, what I mean by that is, come down here, since these two are the DLCs. Gladiator, you get plus 80% crit damage to all heroes, and then skill crit damage to all heroes. And since we're playing the Wizard, she gives out a skill power to all heroes plus 20, which is really nice because a lot of heroes rely on their skills heavily, aka paladin, wizard, warlock, and priest. Actually, priest doesn't as much. But yeah, the priest gives you health regen, thief gives you gold, mana regen for the sorcerer, ranger gives you attack power, armor from the paladin, resistance from the warlock, and skill power from the wizard. Pretty cool. My jaw is killing me. We're talking, and now I'm starting to get tired, which is good. I wanted to get tired, I wanted to play this and just level up a little bit and see if I could. So my goal is to at least get to level 20 before I finish this stream with this character, which shouldn't be too hard. I did two floors of the arena, which gave me a boost of money and a decent chunk of XP. Which, by the way, the arena, when you first start the game, do not just go straight to the DLCs. You will die almost instantly. It's not easy. That's why I said when you do the base game, beat the tower at least twice, and then go to the Moon Temple and the desert. You'll be thanking me later. Oh, the gimmick on this floor is you have to destroy statues. There's 3 statues on each floor of the armory. You defeat all 3 statues, you get you can leave that floor. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little gimmick. Each floor has a gimmick. The floor next to this, you have to find a switch that unlocks the staircase, so that way you can get down to the next floor. Oh god, I'm tired. Sorry guys, I'm starting to get really tired all of a sudden, which is very nice for me, but also really bad for me because it started streaming. I was like, oh, I want to stream something else today. I'm not tired, so might as well play something. And now I'm like, oh god, I'm getting tired. My body's like, haha, you thought you were gonna play games? No, you shall sleep. What's another game that I've been playing a lot lately? I did say my friends and I have been playing Monkey Balloon Tower Defense 6 or 5. No, 6. They're on 6 right now. Right now we're doing the territory event, and holy shit, let me tell you. We're not doing half. We would be in first if it wasn't for the fact that we have a team that has ranked first place. I mean, not first place. That has ranked in the top 1% at one point, and they have 2 players that rank in the top 10% of players in the world 3 times. So that's it's kind of hard to win whenever they're taking all the tiles, and you have to beat their scores to even reclaim the tiles that they took. Which, by the way, love that mechanic. I'm not mad about it. It forces you to try and figure out a better way of playing the game, especially with the limited amount of things that they give you. So you get a limited amount of monkeys, or you get a one where it's like, oh, you have to spend this much money, or you have to upgrade to this many times. Or you have to do this time. It's very entertaining. Very challenging too. I actually love games that do stuff like that. So good on you to the Kiwi company that did that. It's really cool. Also, these items, the instruments of exorcism. Yeah, I actually know how to say that word. Hooray. Exorcism. These are also from the last DLC that came out, which is the Witch Hunter DLC, which obviously gives you the Witch Hunter. But I don't think you don't need the DLC for the items, but you do need the DLC for the character. I'm gonna just tell you guys this now. 100% worth it. Like, I don't normally say like, oh yeah, go get the DLC, go do all this, and then it just be bad. I mean, laugh at people for it. Which, I mean, I've done that before, but I'm not trying to steer people like away from games. Like, this game does not need its DLC, but it's nice to have because the DLC that they give you is really cool, and it's really worth it. I very much enjoy this. Like, I took a break from this game. I played it a lot when I first got it last year, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna take a break. And let me tell you, took a break, came back, I was like, you know what? I want the achievements. I want that mercenary mode. I want to get to level 60. I want to do all this other stuff. Blah 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 blah. I set myself for a goal that I will achieve eventually. Hello. Another apothecary item. Okay. I would love to go for a sphere, but hear me out. Pamphlets increase my damage for whatever it is. So for constructs, that's going to really help me coming up because we will be fighting some constructs very soon, aka towers. And with the statues being considered constructs, it comes in handy. Oh my god. Okay, so we have three apothecary items. So you can potentially get 3 extra charges from having the apothecary set. So you get the apothecary potion. You would enhance it with the magical mace. Whenever you find the not mace. Wow, you find the magical anvil. You enhance the potion. Instead of getting 1 charge, you get 2. And then, if you do get 2 items from the apothecary set, you get an additional potion charge. So, you saw how I originally had 4 over here. I now have 5. But if I find that potion, I will go from 5 to 6. Pretty cool. I love these item sets. They're very nice. Will they save your life? Yes. Yes, they will. And I'm pretty sure you guys read. You have a 1% chance to refill a potion charge when killing an enemy. And if you have the luck of Sakar and Tom, that's basically almost every fucking enemy that they kill. And oh, by the way, look, we found the magical anvil that was on this floor. Hooray! So I can get a green class item with how many pieces of ore I have, which is nice. Or I can go for a common item and try and complete a set there. But since I have the whole curio set already, which is what my plan was to use, and the fact that I have 2 Markham's items, I can't get a 3rd yet because I need the next floor's level of anvil so that way I can get a blue item out of it. So we're gonna look real quick. What do you guys think I should get? I'm thinking let's get another piece of the journeyman set. Or I can get another... I could be broken and do that. But that'd be a little much right now. I don't think that'd be a good idea. Also, the rings. If you get the ring set, that's also another really good one too. The keys... Okay. Here's the one that I was talking about. It is the Pendant of Penance. Try saying that really fast. You deal plus 50% damage when affected by a debuff. By debuffs. So, imagine that on your hero. Oh, right. I can get more ore gain off of this too. Or I can get another instrument of exorcism. See, Talisman of Decay. I forgot. Nearby enemies take 20% more damage. That's the one I was thinking of. You know what? Let's get more ore. I feel like that would be a little bit better, so that way we can make some more money. So that's only 10. So now we go from having our... Oh god. I already had 318. Because that was plus 50%. So, 5 plus 6. So we were at 268%. We are now at 318%. So for each ore we pick up, we are guaranteed 3 on a pickup, with a small 18% chance of getting 4. So, the next ore piece we pick up, you're going to see a 3 pop up. Or 4. Who knows, maybe my luck might be better today. I could have gone for the key ring, which gives you 2 keys. You get your normal one, and then you get a random key as well on pickup. So you get a chance of getting another ace key there. But the chest doesn't spawn as much as you think it would. To mock people. Oh, there's that piece of ore. And boom, perfect. 3. Perfect example of 3. And another 3. Darn. No 4s. Oh, by the way, elite enemies do have a chance of dropping items for you. So that was another reason why I kind of go with that upgrade. I mean, not upgrade, that curse in the fountain. Which, by the way, getting the fountain, totally worth it. Helps you get XP and money a lot faster in your runs, which is why I gain so much the way that I have been. Even with the knockoff of 75%, comes in handy. And I have a right trigger skill, which is my flamethrower. The reason why I don't use it so much is because it slows me down so much, and I could just do that while still running at full speed. And then if I really wanted to be really dumb, my evasion kicks in. Nice. Ooh, ring of mana. We get more mana regeneration now. Nice. Reinforced gloves. We didn't need to buy them. Or make them. Which is nice. So, what I was saying earlier, the ring set is really good. You get... Obviously, this is from a different set of rings, which is not the ones I'm talking about. So you get the ring of mana, ring of health, the ring of oh god, what's the other one? Rejuvenation, and then there's a 4th one. I can't remember the name of it. It's another common one I'm always forgetting. But they're really good. They're really good if you're doing certain builds, and like if you take a decent okay, look at that. So 30 graves. We got another piece of the journeyman set, which goes with the gauntlets. And since we just got 2 more items, look at that. We're already at 24%. Oh, sorry. 3 more items. Oh, okay. So this is why I say Glasswalker is a very evil thing to do. So if I didn't have Glasswalker on, that chest would just be sitting there, and I would not be able to get it at all. There's no way to get that chest without Glasswalker on. And these little white squares that sheen, oh my god, they wouldn't be there. And I would not be able to get the chest at all. Oh, there's a bomb I'm standing in. Okay, let's check our map. We have everything. If we're down there, I kind of want to check down there. I want to know what I missed. Unless that is a room that I just like walked in and just like was like, eh. Oh, it was a room that I just went, eh. Because I didn't see what was in there. There's ore in there. Let's go. So, we're at 30 now. Let's see if we can get the 4. The 4 ore spawn. Also, there's some enemies in here. Hell yeah. Look at that. Run to it, Chris. Hey, we got the 4 on that one. Let's go. So look at that. If I didn't spend that 10 ore on the pickaxe, we wouldn't have that much ore. We still wouldn't have that much ore. Because we wouldn't still be not getting the guaranteed 3. We would still be getting the guaranteed 2. So, we are now at 34 ore, which is really nice. Bosses always drop ore. I have not gotten ore from a boss. Except for the final boss, which you'll see what I mean by the final boss doesn't drop it. At least I've never seen it drop it, and pick it up. Oh my god, we got another fortress. Let's go! Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so for skill-wise, if you are looking to do the wizard, obviously you get your fireball, your fire breath, the blast wave, which by the way is a lot stronger than you think it is, because unleashes a blast wave around the wizard that deals 12 magical damage. Enemies hit by the wave are confused and slowed by 40% for 3 seconds. The blast wave also destroys most projectiles. That's pretty cool, that's pretty cool. Okay, so combustion. All wizard skills inflict a burning over time, so a DOT. AoE, dealing 16 magical damage per second for 3.5 seconds. Which, sorry, that's Shattered Earth that does the AoE part. All wizard skills leave a burning damage area that deals 16 magical damage per second. The duration of the danger areas are doubled. Yeah. So I shoot a fireball at something, and if something stands in the area, it just does damage. Also, and then you have the Flame Shield. Protects the wizard by lowering the damage of 1 damage instance by 40% when Flame Shield activates. Your current level of Blast Wave is triggered. Recharges after 4.5 seconds. Pretty good, right? I feel like Wizard is a good character. You'd be surprised to hear this, though. It's not. I honestly don't like this character that much. That's kind of why it's last on my leveling up to 20. And then my other character that is not 20, I believe, is my... Okay. Well, it didn't want me to do the thing I wanted. I want to see all my characters game. It's only showing me last two. Fine. That's fine. So, which is Wizard, and then you have the Gladiator. The Gladiator, oh my god, that character just, it's not good. He starts with no armor. And when I say no armor, I mean he starts with a negative armor level. It's a Gladiator. They have armor on their legs, but they have armor. What do you mean? Oh, hey look, thing in the wall. What item we get? Braces of quickness. Increases attack speed by 10%. Cool, now I can shoot more fireballs faster. Ooh, scary protection. Oh, this is another thing too. If I have fire burn, if I have like burn on me, ice, slow, any kind of debuff on me, this shoots out magical projectiles for every bit of damage I take. Oh wait, no, that's the talisman of protection. That one does fire back. So yeah. But I will say this, Wizard, not a bad character. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the moveset. I actually like my Warlock a lot better. But that's just me. That's my playstyle. And then the one really, really broken character in this game is the Paladin. Hence the reason why I will say, if you play this game, you will learn real quick that that character is broken, and I'll let you figure that one out. I'm not going to be playing Paladin on stream today. That will probably be for another day. Let's just say this.
Physical damage means nothing to a paladin. I mean, it does to an extent, but not fully. Not to what I'm talking about. Oh, so the other thing is too, if you see the greater threat pop up, that's another thing that I increased. That just means enemies from like a mini boss or something will spawn, and they will try and eat my face. That's all it is. Nothing too crazy, nothing too special. And yes, this ability does hit outside of walls. See? I think the AoE does, not the actual attack itself. I would have to test that part. Oh, my eye keeps itching. It's really annoying. I clicked the wrong button. Also, another good item for when you guys are starting is Papers of Nobilities and, where is it? Book of Enlightenment. You get 20% more XP. Because when you first start the game, money is important. It's just so that way you can do your upgrades and everything else for your character, even if they are just like minor ones. But every dollar counts when you first start the game. I will always stand by that rule. I don't care what game I'm playing, even if the game says no matter how much money you have, it will not help you, or like something stupid like, oh, no matter what you do, you cannot upgrade this item. Okay, cool. I will just hold on to I will just hoard the shit out of my money like I am a billionaire, like on life support, or going into bankruptcy like Donald Trump. I will hold on to that money forever. I do not care. They could literally tell me like, oh, this money is pointless. There is no value to it. I will find a value to that damn money. Don't worry. 7 days to die. That money used to be worthless. You know what they did? They came out with an update at one point, and you could trade that money to the trader, and you would get almost double the amount back. Yeah. I want to talk about, well, the money's useless. Uh-huh. That's why I kept it. Also, even if it was useless, guess what I could do? I can recycle it. I can recycle that money and use it for paper. Oh, hey, look, keyring. And another piece of the Journeyman set. Did I just complete the Journeyman set? Hold on. I did. So look, now we have 10% less damage taken. Let's go. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's so much damage reduction. Oh, and for the people that do play this game, when you do complete the first new game level of the tower, which is just your sorry, I shouldn't say new game. You beat your first vanilla run and go into new game. Be very cautious and pay attention to your stats whenever you go into the new game settings. There is a very big reason on that. Yes, you gain more money. Yes, you gain more XP. Yes, you gain more ore. But there's other things that will drop instantly. Ooh, hey, look, button on the wall. And we didn't get the exit, but we found a secret passage. Let's go. And I have the hiccups. Also, for the people that are also gonna wonder, why is there poison clouds on the floor? Why is there random other effects going on? So I have statues, which if you go down here, so for the poison on the floor, that is Alzroth, which is 20% chance of enemies leaving a poison cloud when killed that lasts for 4 seconds. Each level of this statue increases damage done to poison enemies by 10%. So, most bosses spawn mobs. You may have not seen them because I go through it so quickly, but that was a three enemy boss right there. Technically, 3 bosses in one room, and since I killed the first one, the second one got the poison cloud, and then when the second one died, the third one got the poison cloud into it. Don't know why, but that's how it works. But mana crystals. Picking up a mana crystal increases your mana regen and resistance by 20% for 30 seconds. That's really good, because every character uses mana. Even if you don't use mana for a character, you can literally have a crystal or any kind of mana like source pickup near you, use a spell, run over it. Hey, guess what? I now have a 20% increase for 30 seconds. Since this is level 2, I get 25%. And then 20% faster skills. Each level of the statue adds 5% of the skill cost as damage to your skill. And then you have your miscellaneous, which is the blood rights, which is also from the last DLC of the Witch Hunt. This right bestows you with an increase to skill power at the cost of 10% of your max health. Hence the reason why I have a blood right and I lose 10% of my max health. Would you guys be alright for like 2 minutes after this floor if I grab a drink? Because my throat is getting a wee bit dry. I mean, we've been playing this for an hour and 17 minutes, and I've explained a lot, and I haven't stopped talking, so I now understand why bigger streamers than me get a little tired when they talk for so long. And yes, it does hit your walls. Nice. That is a very good thing to know. I did not know that. So that brought this character from a C to a B for me. If I would have known, I know I can do this as well. Let's see. Does this still work? Yeah, I knew I could do that, but that's a lot of mana that I waste doing that, and I don't really want to do that. So, there we go. We picked up a crystal, we now have to... Oh, look, the construct. That 5% extra damage comes in handy. Ooh, or 4, another 3. Nice. And we got snake blood, immune to poison. Hooray. I'm so worried about that. Because, unfortunately for me, I like being poisoned. It's a debuff. So, since I'm debuffed, I would get more damage. If I had the Pendant of Penance. Pendant. That's a lot harder to say than you think. Normally, I don't like these floors. I normally skip these whenever I get to these. I do the first floor, obviously, and then I skip over... Oh, hello. Hey! Challenge complete! So, another thing, too, is if you upgrade your guild hall, like your guild in general, through doing achievements and everything, like accomplishments, you gain a random set... I think you get, like, a ton of ore... You get a ton of ore, you get a ton of money, and you get skill points. For all your characters. Like, every character gets these skill points. Not just the one that you unlocked it with. Which is really nice. So, I can go to my... So, if I got a level up on that, I can go to my Warlock, and you will see that I have more levels. Which means I can enhance more things, or use the book to make enemies weaker, which I should do that. But you get the book from this floor. So this floor right here that we're on, we are in the library. There is a tile set that gives you a monster book that one of the guys in the town wants. Like, really, really wants. Because he does not shut up about it until you give it to him. He's like, I need this book. I want my book. I need to learn it. I need to check it out. Hey, if you find this book, I would like you to give it to me so that way I can learn from it. So, you do a run. You give him the book, you do a run, and then you're able to actually use said book. Guy with book. Because then he shuts the fuck up and he actually does something with it. What's up, Repeater? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so the effects. So you know how I said I have mind control on, immune to confusion? Hey, guess what? Immune to confusion. The one debuff that I hate. But these are flame tiles, so we're gonna try and not murder ourselves on them too much. But as you see, every time I take damage, I'm also doing that. Hence the reason why I don't want to get rid of poison or the fire debuffs. Because I like doing damage. Damage is fun. Hey, we found the exit. That was something that I was talking about earlier as well. So, with each button, you have a chance. And for this greater threat, find this symbol. That's where he spawns. Every time. It's quite entertaining. But when we get done with this floor, I am going to grab a drink. I'm going to pause, grab a drink, because my throat's a little parched. And it's a little too early in the morning for me to do this. Well, early in the morning for you, too late in the day for me, because working midnights, when it hits 8 a.m., well, 9 a.m. for me now, I am past my bedtime. Just by a little bit, though. Not by a lot, just, you know, 2 hours. 2 hours past my bedtime. It's okay. But, I woke up at, like, 6 in the morning. 6 or 7 in the afternoon, sorry. So, I'm not really tired. Ooh, we got old map. Old map unlocks the whole maps of everything. Which is weird because it's an old map. I don't know how it has 2 floor tiles, but hey, we don't question it. We accept a map. We accept the free map, which I can show you when we get to the next floor. Why, it's not so bad. But we got one more teleporter. So, as you've seen, the last 2 rooms that it teleported me to were trap rooms that had chests in them. Or they send you to rooms like this, where they don't have a chest. Well, they have a chance of having a chest. Or you get the, you just get a small chunk of change here and there. Also, that book that I found, that is the Book of Blood. So that means that it is, and with the 4 next to it, that means it will be the 4th book in the series, like in the rotation of the boss. So, with that being said, let me grab a drink, and I'll be right back. Just give me like 2 minutes. And when I say 2 minutes, it's probably going to be like 30 seconds. Who knows? Okay, I am back. Like I said, quick second. I had to get up out of my chair to get to this. I forgot I put all my stuff in the kitchen. I normally have it sitting by my desk, but not anymore. I'm being adult. I am doing things to make my life a little bit easier. So, with that being said, alright, let's get on with this, shall we? I'm gonna regret drinking this, because I know it's gonna hurt later. So, we've been playing for an hour and a half, basically. So, normally that's not a whole stream for me, and normally I stream for like 8-10 hours. But, it's kind of late in the day for me, well, early for other people. And I didn't, like I said, I woke up at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. And I'm starting to get a little tired, so I think I'm going to do this one run, because I did 2 rounds of the arena as well, hence the reason why it took so long, because normally it wouldn't take me this long to get here, unless I was on a higher difficulty. We're going to probably end after this, so don't go anywhere just yet. It's still entertaining. I'm gonna say I have a 90% chance of getting to the last boss and beating the last boss. Because I've done it before with this character. Not with these items, obviously. Some of them, yes. Not all of them. Ow. So, I'm not gonna go too crazy if I don't make it. That's a lie, I would. That's a lot of ore that I'm gonna be missing out on. And like I said, ore is more important than money later on down the road. Because ore sells for a lot more than you actually getting money. Which is funny, because they really want you to get that money. Okay, so, this is something I didn't explain in the first floor, but, bats, ghosts, or basically any flying enemy, because there will be more later on down the road, they are all immune to anything that is an AoE. So, if you have something that does damage to the floor, like while being on the floor, you are not going to hit a flying enemy to save your life. I mean, it's very obvious, because, you know, they're flying, they're not on the ground. But you would be surprised. Some games, they don't care. They are like, oh, you did a ground attack on something that's flying? Oh, no problem, it hit it. So, I like to reiterate and make sure that people understand that. This is an older game, I think 2018, 2019, this game came out, and this is a very well-made game. It's very well detailed for it being the way that it's designed, and I honestly enjoy it. Again, I will always admit to a game that I enjoy, because if I go back to play it after like 40 hours, because to be honest, I have almost 200 hours into this game. That means I like your game. That means I want to keep playing the game, and I would love it to to get it like a sequel or something. I would love to see a sequel of this game, or like they'll make another game that's like kind of in the same premise of it, because they did a very good job on this game. And it would be a lot of fun just to see. We have wall hacks. We can see through the walls, and we can also cast spells through them. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. If Sakar was here, that line would be his. Okay, so the moon is our first book. Let's go. So we know what the first book is, we know what the last book is. Any book next, we know the whole order. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What I would do for a lemonade right now. Ooh, we got the shop. So, the funny thing is, for every floor that I've been on, except for the prison, because I didn't do the prison, I skipped it. We've gotten the shop on the second floor every area. That's funny. Okay, so we're gonna grab skill book, which is helpful. We're gonna grab the monster manual because monster manual, and we're gonna grab the Duke's ring so that way we have a guardian that pops up. Wait, no, that is the AOE one. It does AOE healing. So if I take like a ton of damage, hey, you know that ace key we have? We now have a phoenix feather. So if I get my health really low, here, I'll show you what I mean by this. Let me just show you what I mean by this. A lot harder than it looks. We get the health ring, and if my health got any lower, I would automatically use a potion charge. Pretty cool. So the Phoenix Feather obviously is a Phoenix Down joke. Ha ha ha. It'll automatically use a potion, and then you saw what the Sigil did. It dropped a health ring around us. That lasts until you get like a certain percentage of health. I think it's 75% of your normal health back. You gotta lose 75% of your health to gain 75% of your health back. It's an okay thing to have. Okay-ish. Alright, last teleporter room of this floor. Let's see what we get. Do we get another chest? We get another one. I don't know. Alright, we got a gold chest. First gold chest too. And Symbol of Zale. And that is, like I said, a part of the exorcism. So now, apparitions and undead take 25% more damage along with whatever this does, because that's a lot of text that I don't want to read right now. And the blood letter also helps a lot too. And yes, undead can be bled in this game. That's like one of the gripes that I actually had about this. It was like, it makes no sense. And then I'm like, I started playing more and I'm like, okay, it makes sense now. I would be dead if I didn't have these abilities. I mean, these items. Oh look, there's our third book. So if you ever see an exclamation point on your map, I would recommend trying to work your way towards them. Because they are these books. If you find these books, you learn the pattern for this boss. Which is the gimmick for the boss. You have to do them in the right order. And no, there is not an achievement for doing it without the books. Because if that was true, Sakara and I both would have it because we didn't know what the books did at first. We were just like, these are just useless. And didn't pick them up for like the first 4 attempts that we did. Pretty funny. Then we learned what they actually did and we were like, oh, that makes it so much easier than guessing. But we got it right 3 times in a row. It's pretty funny. Made me laugh. I say this to Sakar all the time. Man, you have so much luck. Just play the damn lottery. At this point, he should. He would make so much fucking money. Oh my god. Always impressed whenever he says he doesn't. He's just so damn lucky. Like, in video games and in like, doing other shit, it's so surprising. I'm like, how do you roll dice that well? Like, we did Tabletop Simulator for a D&D session. This man could not roll to save his life. We played D&D without the Tabletop Simulator. Holy shit, that man He rolled a nat 20 on his first roll, and we're like, okay, we see how today's gonna go. I don't think he dropped below 7 on a roll. I was very impressed, and also very upset, because I wish I had that level of luck with anything. Which, if you guys are frequently viewing my videos or my streams, you know Tom and Sakar and Sunny and Doski and Dart. All amazing people that I love to play games with. No matter how much they annoy the living fuck out of me, I'm pretty sure I annoy the living shit out of them too. So, kind of fair. The funny thing is, people are like, oh man, all my friends talk shit about me whenever I'm not around. Then they ain't your friends, man. Unless, like, they're, like, making the joke and then, like, defending, and then, like, backing it up afterwards and saying, like, nah, we're just fucking around, it ain't true. That's a different story. But, don't ever let people treat you poorly without behind your back. That's all I gotta say. I talk shit about my friends. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. If you ever hear me say that I fucking hate my friends or like or anything like that, it's mostly just for a joke. Like, man, my friends are fucking assholes, but I love them because I do. I love my friends. If it wasn't for them, I honestly probably wouldn't be sitting here anymore. I'd probably be doing something else with my life that I hate even more than I thought. I love games. I love playing games, and I love being able to meet people through it. Like, my viewers helped a lot with that whenever I was on Twitch, and my friends, like, that I've met through Twitch definitely helped a lot more with that. So, you guys have no idea how much it means to streamers whenever they're, like, you go into their streams and just, even if you just, like, lurk or, like, hang out and, like, talk, you have no idea how much that means to them. I mean, there's some streamers out there that are like, you're not, like, all grumpy and hissy-pissy about it. Like, oh, well, I don't want you to be in my community if you're not gonna pay, or, like, if you're just gonna sit in there and not talk. It's like, I don't do that to my viewers. I love my viewers, even if they just lurk, or even if they just, like, have me on in the background, or anything. Having them watch anything, or listen to, like, anything that I'm doing, just makes, like, helps me a little bit. It's like, hey, I'm actually making somebody's day a little bit easier, or having them talk about stuff that I'm doing, or like they're seeing me play a game that they're interested in, but they don't know if they want to get it, so they're trying to, like, figure it out and asking questions. I love that shit. God damn, do I love it. Because, like, that's stuff that I did whenever I was, like interested in a game. I would, like, go to a stream and be, like, watching it, or just, like, lurk in it. Okay, I gotta find midnight's done. And, like, that was, like, the best part about it. It was, like, I could sit in a stream and ask somebody a question. I would get answers. But if, like, somebody's, like, massive, and I'm gonna just spitball a name, like PewDiePie, Dr. Disrespect, or, like, something like that, they look at their chat, but since it's going either A, too fast, or they just don't really pay attention to it because they're in the middle of the game, they don't really respond. And, like, I'm not saying it's... Oh, shit, I went to blood. I didn't want blood. I wanted sun. Well, we're gonna get 2 ways of this. That's gonna be entertaining. And, like, I'm not, like, trying to throw shade at any of them, because they are good content creators. I love watching them. Well, I like watching Dr. Disrespect, and I'm not really a big fan of PewDiePie's, but still, like, seeing their content and seeing what they've done for, like, in their communities and, like, others, and, like, other stuff, and, like, bringing other things to life that other creators didn't do, it's helpful. Like, you can go like, okay, cool, I can try this and see if that will work for me, or I can do something in a similar situation and be like, okay, if he got through it, I can do that. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, that's a terrible way to look at it. Not really. it's nice to be able to have like a reference or like something like minor to help you with like anything whenever it comes to a game or streaming. Like, I love Markiplier. I love his jokes. Will I ever watch a stream of his live? Hell no. That chat room is insane. But he makes great videos. He makes very good content. So, hence the reason on why I don't ever sit back and go, oh, well, the streamers don't pay attention to their chats. They do, it's just, it's hard sometimes. Like, I could pull out a random VTuber that's, like, really popular right now. And, let's go with, someone from HoloLive. You have... Let's go with one of the EN ones that's a little bit easier for you guys to look up to. Gargura or Calliope Mori or Ina. Inamis. That's how you actually say her name. Their chats go so quick sometimes that I, like, even if I'm, like, reading a comment from somebody that was, like, replying to me, it's gone, like, either almost instantly or instantly because just how fast chat goes. And it's like, okay, cool. That's actually really cool that they even look over and, like, try. Because, like, it's fan engagement. It's trying to be, like, respectful to the people that are actually, like, taking time out of their day to watch you. And that's why, like, even if, like, today, nobody was watching the Gundam stream, but Sakar had it on. And since I'm playing with Sakar, obviously I'm not going to try and, like, entertain him, because we're in the middle of a game. It's hard to do that, whatever. It's like, you're standing in the same spot as somebody else, and you're just trying to make it a little bit better. That's the best excuse for that one. But, like, if I saw, like, a new chat or something pop up, I would take the time to look over, because, like, I see you. Like, you can't see me, because you see my avatar in front of me, but, I see you guys very clearly. I made sure that my monitors are close enough to where if something popped up in my chat, it would distract my eye. It really would. Because it's blatantly there. It's very blatantly obviously there. And I will always say this. I will always try to answer every question that I get. Unless it's a question that's not on topic or, you know, religious or political. Haha, I know, right? I have the name Salt God, and I'm not saying I want to talk about religion. Right. So, the reason why behind that name, honestly, is because I'm just salty. All the time. That's it. That's where that lore goes. There's more to it. I will have a lore video, eventually, that I will be just talking about one day, and I will have it edited properly, hopefully. And that's when people can actually learn about my lore. Yay! But for now, just gonna have to deal with me being, hey, I'm salty, or like, hey, go check out the other all the streams that I've did. I don't have timestamps for shit. Obviously, you see my description. It literally is just, I can't sleep, decided to play a game, why not grind? Ooh, the one thing that this game does, it has an audio problem. If there's too many things happening at once, like a massive explosion along with like him summoning bats, you heard it. Hey, let's go, level 20. Goal complete. Now to beat the game. So since I already beat this once with this character, that's why I'm still gaining XP. So if you beat the tower once, if you haven't beaten the tower once, level 20 is your max level. If you beat the tower again on New Game Plus 1, or New Game Plus, whichever way you want to call it, you only get another 5 levels. Oh, that's there. So for every time you beat the game on a New Game Plus, you get 5 extra levels. And you get a certain amount of skill points for those levels. Ooh, we got Lucky Hat. Okay, got more luck. That means I am at level 5. Did I get the horseshoe? Because that only gives me 4. Did I get the horseshoe? No. Did I get the rabbit's foot? Yeah, I did. Okay. So, lucky charm, which is a rabbit's foot. +1 luck, 10% gold. That's why I'm not missing some gold pickups. Oh no. My health and my magic are down. What shall I ever do? Yeah, so about that. But yeah, don't ever be... If you guys are watching this on a VOD or like hear this in a clip somewhere along one of these days, if I ever get big enough to get somebody to clip my channel, know this. You will always be seen, and you may not be heard, or you may not get an answer instantly, but you will be seen. I try my best to get to everybody. Back when I was streaming on Twitch, and back when Killer Instinct was really popular, this is something I've talked about before, I've had a ton of chatters in my streams. I've tried to communicate with everybody. I actually got hosted back in the day by a really cool guy that I actually used to watch a lot. Still do, actually, but not as much as I used to, because we're on completely different schedules. CDN the Third. That man, honestly, was like one of the bigger reasons on why I kept streaming, because I saw how much fun he was having. I loved his community, and I loved being around it. And he played Killer Instinct at the time. Him along with Grims. Two people with two very different sets of personalities, but also two different, like, ways of, like, looking at a game and going, like, you know what? I could play this. And, that was, like, the start of my journey of, like, trying to become a streamer and everything else, was through those two. Because I would always watch them. I'm like, yeah, they're playing fighting games. I could do that. I've done that. I play this all the time. I know what I'm doing. Somewhat. I will say somewhat. I'm not a professional. I don't do frame data. I'm very bad at it. I don't know what's plus. I don't know what's negative. I just do an attack, and I practice doing that set attack to see if it works on what I want it to do at a certain situation and everything else. That's the only practice I've ever done. And I don't do that in training modes. I just do that in a live game. Which is another reason why I'm salty all the time, is because of that. So, that's that joke. So, when I originally first started streaming, my original name was actually I am the 441. And the joke was, since the I is capitalized at the start of your name on Twitch, everybody called me Lamb. Yep. That was that. Everybody called me Lamb. Lambda. Never I am, never the 441, just Lambda. Oh, it always made me laugh. I'm just like, why? Why do you hate me? But yeah, that was my original name before I did anything else. But yeah, my Twitch years, my time on Twitch is coming to an end. I don't hate Twitch. I just hated the direction it was going. For somebody that's been streaming for 8-9 years now, I just didn't want to do it anymore. Like, I saw Twitch as more of like an entryway to YouTube. Is the best way to say this. Twitch is a very good entryway to make YouTube content. And over the years of streaming, I never really did anything for YouTube. I always just did Twitch and talked a little bit on Twitter, and then these last 2 years, I've gotten a lot better about it. Like, I don't advertise myself as much as I should on Twitter or Instagram or anything like that. But I'm trying. It's one of those things of like beating a dead horse with a stick at this point. I know, terrible acronym, but that's basically how I am. I've been doing it for so long that it wouldn't surprise me if one day it actually happens. That I finally get that nice gold button or whatever, and it's like, hey, you did it. Now don't stop. Because that's what I tell myself every day. I have to tell myself this every day, or I'm just gonna drive myself fucking mad, is don't stop. There's no point of stopping. You enjoy doing this, so why stop? I tell people that every time. They're like, I'm having burnout. Okay, take a small break. And then while on that break, remind yourself. If you enjoy doing it, why stop? Oh, I'm being canceled on Twitter. You know how many people get canceled on fucking Twitter a day? Thousands. It's fucking hilarious. And like, it's over shit that doesn't even make sense because they just don't want, because the Twitter kids don't want you to do something that they don't like. It's funny. But I will say this. Don't stop. Even if you start losing people, even if people start like making fun of you for some stupid thing that you did, make jokes about it. Poke fun at yourself. Don't be so uptight. Just keep going. Life is not just what people say life is how you make it. No. That's not true. You can make life the way you make it, and it would be boring. There's like, how much fun is it to just go like, oh, well now I know what's going on all the time, versus, oh hey, that's new. What are we gonna get today? That's the way I want it. I don't want predictable. I don't want that. That's boring to me. But no, in all honesty, this is just a segue into saying I don't make schedules. I don't like making schedules. That's just me making a giant segue into I don't like schedules. I will not make one. Don't make me do it. Yeah, that's literally the only reason why I brought that up. I will never make a schedule. I tried making a schedule. I really did. I gave an estimated time on when I'll be starting my streams, which is 8 p.m. Central. If I'm not live by 8 p.m., don't worry. I'll be live within a 2-hour time period. So either 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. I'm awake and I'm streaming. But if I'm working, obviously I won't be streaming that day. Or I'll stream earlier during the day, like around noon Central. All depends on how I feel. Oh yeah, by the way, so chambers. I'm on floor 2. So you see that vampire guy, that like Dracula guy that laughs and pops up every once in a while? Yeah, he's actually the final boss of this floor. So the guy that goes oh, and then yeah, he's the final boss of this floor. Ooh. Okay. I already have 1 ring, so that would be actually helpful. Let's do that. But no, if anybody ever watches this or anything like that, please do stay, hang out, hit that subscribe, do all the fancy things that YouTube tells me to say. And ooh, unexpected gift. I wonder what we get this time. Where is he? There he is. He gave me an item. Lucky horseshoe! Yay! More items for me to do more damage and more ore pickup. But god damn, sir, can you go away? Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. I think we're on all guaranteed 4s now, right? Let's see. Ooh, we're close. 380, but that was all 4s. I didn't see a single 3 pop up in that. Pretty good. Oh my god. If that was there a few seconds ago, come on. So the fancy plume gives you more store options. Oh, that's sad. Also, that imp, he can give you ore, he can give you keys, obviously items, he can give you gold, or he can take your gold back without taxes. And it's the reason, another reason why I'm always like, gold isn't really important, and then he pops up and I'm like, oh please, please be at the end so that way I can actually give you all my gold for free. So you can take it back. Because normally, that 50,000 that's about to pop up is normally around 100,000 on a higher level of runs. Oh my god, it's popped up so much. But yeah, he is the final boss of these floors. You would think with him popping up so much he would be weaker when we get to him. No. And the funny thing about him as a boss is I've only lost to him probably about 4 or 5 times. Wow, hey look, there's so many pockets in here. Oh my god, that's funny. I've never seen a store duplicate. That was a first. That is a 100% first for me. So, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we're going up in the tower. Like, this whole time. Like, every single area that we go into, we are going up. I will be 100% honest with you guys, I've never seen a castle with a mine underneath it, and I really wish I had another ace key. Damn. Go on. Ah, there he is. I was wondering how he was gonna do it. Well, we are now missing an item. Sad. That could have been a nice red legendary item. Oh well. But like I said, the more items we have, the better for me. Because I think I'm at the point... How many Markham's items do I have? Where is it? There's a stone. I have 3. Okay, let's go fight him. Alright, oh, by the way, so the chambers is the last time you'll see a merchant. So after this point, all your merchant items that you get, like the fancy plume or anything like that, pointless. They are completely and utterly pointless. So let's see here. We do have the key ring, which is why we've gotten a random amount of keys now. But look at that. We have 3 of these manuals. Also, there is 5 apothecary items. Just gonna let you guys know that now. So if you get 4, you still are missing 1. And in my case, I am missing 1. But the 4 give you the whole thing. No matter what. So. Oh, free ace key, look at that. Let's go. Seeing that just made me happy. Oh, by the way, the reason why... Where is it? So the reason why I got the hunter knife so early... 1, because we were still on first floor and prison, which both have beast level of enemies. But on this floor, which is the battlements, all these monsters and everything, they are all beasts. Even the gargoyles. The only thing that is not a beast... There's 2 things up here that are not a beast. The greater threat, which is aberrations, and the towers, which is obviously constructs. So... I gain way more damage against all these enemies up here. Because guess what I have? Everything that can help me. Also, do be very careful. These guys may not do a lot of these guys do a lot of damage if you're not paying attention. Like, they're easy to avoid, their numbers are small, but damn, do they pack a punch. Like, I'm glad I have dodge. And luck stat. So, my luck stat actually does benefit my my dodge. Because obviously, you have a higher chance of dodging with more luck. But it does not dodge debuffs, which is hilarious to me. Oh, by the way, the frying pan, which is pan of unknown, you take 75%. What is it again? You take no damage or 75% damage. Blocks most projectiles in a backward 90 degree arc. So, say somebody shoots me with an arrow right now. My back will be protected, almost. Not guaranteed, but it is protected. Which is cool. Also, the other reason why I'm exploring the map, because I can literally just skip all this now. Because I don't really need the XP from these guys, because I get to level 20. Is the ore. Just look at that. Look how much ore we have. We have almost 300 ore, and we still have 1 more floor of this. And I'm not even done with this floor. Actually, hold on. Let's see, where's the next set of ore? There's a chest there, and there's ore there. Okay, cool. That's if it lets me go there this time. So we're gonna go that way. Oh, also constructs, no matter at what level, they always have a small chance of dropping ore. But there is an item that gives them a way higher chance of dropping it. Also, if you get a fountain on the first floor, don't worry, they will always give you a fountain before the boss on the second floor. Like when you get to the second floor and beat it, there's always a fountain at the end. So don't ever be afraid to use your potions if you need to. Which, if you've noticed, I haven't had to use a single one. I haven't even used it for an example. Which sucks, because I kind of wanted to at some point, but then I got an item that I wanted to test out. Oh, thank God I get the good path. So, there are 2 exits for this area. So the one on the left is the good path. The one on the right, over here, is kind of meh. It's not the best. You can still get some good stuff off of it, but it's not the best. So, sometimes glass walk does not work on some of these tiles, though, because they are intentionally broken, like to where you can't get over to it, like these. Like, look at that. Now I can't get over it. Thank you for the perfect example that I didn't want you to give me, because I wanted that chest. I could really use that gold chest over there. So now I am permanently blocked off from getting this chest. I have no way of getting over there, even though there's stuff over there that I can get. It is an intentional way the game works, so that way you don't get an item or of something of value that you could really use. Or it's just there because I think it might be a coding thing too. But that's just me. I want to have my nice cup of copium. I'm gonna take a big sip of that, or I'm gonna breathe that shit in, whichever way you want to think of it, and go, yeah, that's their way of combating the fact that I am overpowered. I need to make sure that I have everything I don't need. They don't need me to get this or that or anything like that. And that's my copium. The way of the game saying you are too good right now. You cannot have this. Claymore, let's go. Okay, so this is something I will say. Since I do have all of the things off, I cannot put any of my money or my ore in before the final boss, just in case if I lose. So I have to risk it to get all this ore back to the main hub, which, by my guesstimate, which is a lot easier now, we are going to be close to 350. Max 325 by the end of this run. Which is a very decent haul. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my highest, but it is a very decent haul. So as you see, we're at 319 right now. Boop, boop, boop. 321. And like I said, we're going to be closer to 350. Not 100% guaranteed on how much we will be done with, or if anything else will drop ore, but I'm going to go through this whole floor and grab all the rest. Ooh, I can get an item from this. I did. I got a robe. Nice. That's part of the arcane set, right? Not arcane. No, yeah, arcane. Neat. No idea what the last item is on that I'm missing, because I'm not going to look through my items to try and figure it out. Let's go back to the map. Did I miss any ore? I did. There's 2 right there. And level 21. Let's go. So, 345. You know what? There's a construct down here. Let's see if we can get it. Nope, no more. I'm annoyed. I will murder you all. Ooh, man. Yeah, I stayed up well past my bedtime. It is now 10 o'clock. I'm up past my bedtime by 4 hours. And yes, I'm saying bedtime because I'm like a fucking child, and I can't not help it. No more from any construct, so we will be finishing with 345. Not bad. Not a bad haul at all. And like I said, I'm not worried about the money too much, because the more money you have, the more money they tax you. I mean, the more it gets taxed. So right now, if I went back, I would be taxed 59.8% tax. Game says no. You have money. Nope. You may not have that much money. Fuck you. So let's do this. Let me show you what I mean by using a potion charge. Yeah. Look at that. Boom. Perfectly refilled. Hooray. So let's look at our so close to the 400%. If we could have gotten 2 of those items that we missed, we would have been over 400%. Very saddening, but oh well. But those these boots that I got, they leave a fiery trail behind me. All right, final boss of the. He went into second phase and died. So I think it's when you get him down to 30%, 35% health, he goes into that purple phase, and yeah, he's not very happy with that. Oh look, since we leveled up, let me go show you what I mean by this. Oh, by the way, here is the read skinner. This is the book guy that doesn't shut the fuck up until you get him his book. And this is the guy where you can retrain and everything else. So. Bam, look at that. I think level 30 is when you can max out your skills fully, which is really nice. But yeah. That's basically this game. So I got this character to level 20. That means I can now do this. Let's return to the main menu. Keep forgetting how much that. So if I make a new character, let's click mercenary mode. I can do paladin, ranger, sorcerer, warlock, thief, priest, wizard, Can't not do Gladiator yet because I don't have it unlocked. Or I can do Witch Hunter. For me personally, I really like doing the Ranger for this. It's a lot easier. You have a little bit more spacing and everything else. It makes it a little bit easier. But for me personally, my favorite character is the Warlock. So, the only character that I have left to get to level 20 is the Gladiator. So, the next time I play this game, we'll be doing that. And this is what I mean by he has really bad armor stats, so... yeah. Very bad armor. And this is what I mean by ore is more valuable. Boom, look at that. Boom, look at that. Boom. So, out of the 550 ore that we had, I just sold 250 of it. Look at how much more money I have. It's pretty damn good. And look, I'm about to go sell another 50 just so that way I have extra money. Bam, look at that. Already back to what I started with when I first got here. So yeah. That's the reason on why ore is more valuable than gold. Because it is. It just is. It's that simple. Do I have any effects on him? I do. Neat. He has a charge, by the way. So you see this little thing going up? Watch what I do when I use all 15. That's for each click, by the way. Yeah. Also, here, have a net. Here, have my minions. Have little me's. Oh, you're farther away? Hold on, let me just yeet. Yeah. Gladiator, not a bad character. He just is very weak when he starts. But yeah. I appreciate you guys all hanging out and watching. It really means a lot to me. So, with all that being said, do hit that like, follow, subscribe, tap the bell icon for whenever to get notified when I go live. Don't succumb to their algorithm because the algorithm hates me. YouTube does not like me. I'm very much age restricted very fast with how much that I talk and how much I swear and the topics that I go over sometimes. But no, seriously, with all that being said, you guys have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. And just remember, my friends, stay salty. I will see you all on the next one.